Have you ever heard this saying, more money, more problems? I've been thinking about this a lot lately because I've been having so many conversations with people about having a time that they've accomplished something that they previously wanted to, and now it's created more problems for them. And not necessarily in a bad way, but it's just like a new layer and a new level. And on the flip side, having conversations with other people that aspire to go somewhere, but they're not sure they can handle what that means. So let me break this down a little bit for you. I'll give you a couple examples. One of which I was talking to a friend who is buying a home, and we were just talking about how her parents and other people involved in her life don't understand why she's buying such a big home to start. And we were talking about just the general perception of what is now versus what used to be, and how someone from a past version of reality in life and what it is can't see themselves in someone else's shoes now because it's not the same path that they walked, right? Now there's good and bad with this. She's going to have this beautiful home. She's going to have a great mortgage payment to go along with it. And she has a job to support this. But someone on the outside could easily see how great that looks and not all of the layers that have to become part of it, which is working crazy hours, working in a job that she doesn't love, and also dealing with other opinions and things like that that are attached to it. And I think so often we can see someone else's success or someone else's choices and make a decision on it, whether it's the way that they've gone about it, it's the timeline they've chosen, or just how the different variables and layers are associated with it. And it is this other flip side of she's going to have more responsibility. She's going to have all these other things that are going to be attached to it, but someone else might not see that part of it, right? And it brought me back to this just saying of like more money, more problems, in the sense of yes, more money or more choice or more opportunity or more freedom gives you so many things, but it gives you good and it also gives you challenge. It gives you opportunity to evolve and rise and allow yourself to evolve into this other version. Sometimes the simple life can have less problems. It can have more problems too. You have less money, you can have different problems. You have less opportunity, you can have different problems. But I think so often we can put ourselves in wherever we're at and not see the alternative. And there, in my opinion, there's no right or wrong answer. There's no one that's like, oh, well, this is the right number of problems or the right number of amount of money or the right things that you should be doing. Really, it comes back to just getting so clear on you and your level of success, your level of choice, your level of opportunity, your desire of money, your financial situation, whatever that is, getting so clear on what is meant for you. Because yes, when you rise to the next level, it's going to be different, some good, some bad. There's going to be things that are going to be challenging. There's going to be decisions that you have to make. And I think it's important to, we talk about gratitude a lot on this podcast, find gratitude where you currently are at, absolutely, and find the opportunity that you want, find the success that you want. What does that look like? Where do you want to go? And invite that there will be parts of it that were unexpected. Invite that there will be things that you're unaware of. It is so easy to see someone's highlight reel. It is so easy to see someone's picture of their beautiful home and not have any idea what is happening behind the scenes to create that reality for them. And typically, from what I've learned so far, everyone has seasons. There's seasons where whatever that person has created is truly so beautiful. And there are other seasons where it is difficult. There is challenge, there's hustle, there's heart, there's more money, more problems. But there's also other seasons of hustle and challenge. There's other seasons of fulfillment and joy and gratitude and success and sitting in that. But it's your responsibility to find both of those, because if you don't find the joy where you're at, you'll constantly be hustling for the next thing. And if you're constantly hustling for the next thing, you're missing the joy of where you're at. And then you're always up leveling to that new version of challenge, new version of problems. But at each level, there's also joy. There's joy in the simplicity, there's joy in the complicated, there's joy everywhere that you look, and you're not going to understand it when you're looking at someone else's. And so I just want to invite you to stop comparing yourself, stop looking at someone else's level of whatever it is, and come back to you. What do you want for the good and the bad? What challenges are you willing to take on for the alternative? What more money, more problems are you willing to walk through to create that opportunity? What are you okay with not doing? What are you okay with sitting back and just being like, no, I'm good at where I'm at. This feels good. I like the simple life. And it's nothing against the simple life or saying that it's simple, but allowing yourself to be content where you're at in certain things, in certain seasons. I was so cautious when we started this podcast and this community, the term goals. I had so many people in my life that were like, I just don't want to always strive for the next thing. And I said, that's not what it's about to me. That to me is your goal. Your goal is to be present. Your goal is to sit where you're at and love this season. That's your goal. Your goal doesn't have to be moving to the next thing all the time. Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. So honor your season, honor the challenges that you currently have, honor the challenges you want to reduce and where you want to go, and find the next steps. I'm so excited for you, Mama.